Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Crypto Conversations with Joe. My name is Joe, and obviously I'm your host. Uh, Before we start, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed and commented. It means a lot. I think we're up to almost 40 subscribers now. I think we're at 38. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone. I honestly never expected anyone to actually take me serious on this or anyone to even want to try and follow me. So it's very cool. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Anyways, so for today's video, we're going to be we're going to be continuing, I should say, our how to get into crypto series, I guess is what we're going to call this. So today we're going to be talking about DCA, dollar cost averaging, and is it right for me? I found I've tried to do this a few times, but the video or I found this article and it kind of just makes the most sense to show you guys this because it is way more eloquent than I'm going to be able to be in describing this. What is dollar cost averaging? Dollar cost averaging is a strategy in which a set amount of money is divided into smaller sums that are then invested at set intervals. It does not matter what the asset's price is at the time of the smaller investment. The goal of dollar cost averaging is to try to avoid market volatility and the effects it can have on an investment. DCA can be especially helpful for a new investor by helping to minimize emotional investing. This is from investment firms, by the way. How does it work? Dollar cost averaging is a basic strategy or investment strategy that uses a set amount of money to buy assets at regular intervals. Depending on the kind of investment you are looking to make, DCA can be a great option. There are pros and cons to it, however. Let's talk about the pros first. Pros: reduces the emotional component of investing. If one advantage to dollar cost averaging is that by investing mechanically, you will take out the emotional component out of your decision making. You will continue on a preset course of buying a certain dollar amount of your preferred investment, irrespective of how wild the price swings. This way, you will not have to bail out of your investment when the price goes down on a wild swing, but rather see it as an opportunity to acquire more shares at a lower cost. That's the part that I want to stress to you guys. If you have a project or a stock that you believe in 100%, 99%, and it is what you believe in, you will learn to see that you actually like the volatility, right? You want the asset to go down at certain points because you're able to pick it up cheaper. So for me, I was very happy when Bitcoin went down to the 15K mark because I was not able to get Bitcoin that cheap before then. I mean, I just was able to, but I didn't know anything about Bitcoin. So I wasn't in the space. So I looked at that as an opportunity to get something that I am very passionate and believe in at a stupidly low price. So I was able to buy some Bitcoin at $15,000, and now that it's at 30, my money is doubled, right? It's pretty cool. Avoids bad timing. If you invest all your money at once in a particular investment, there's a risk that your investment will you will invest before a big market downturn. Look at everyone who bought Bitcoin at the height of the bull market. $67,000 people were buying into it. And then it crashed down to 18 and they sold out somewhere between 67 and 18. Statistically, most people did, from what I've read. But if you're DCAing, you're spending the same amount of money every week. Fine, it can go down all at once. I still believe in the project. I still think it's got value. So I'm going to continue buying it regardless of what happens. Cons. There are some cons to DCA. Market rises over time. So as the market goes up, if you're spending $50 a week in Bitcoin, it doesn't go as far as it did when Bitcoin was at $18,000, right? That's just the nature of the game. For me, I'm willing to accept that because I am just going to set it and forget it. And to be honest with you, I'm really bad about remembering to buy things sometimes. So, which reminds me, I need to go to the grocery store again today. Not a substitute for identifying good investments. Dollar cost averaging is not a solution for all investment risks. However, you will have to take on the task of identifying a good investment to do your research, even if you opt for a passive dollar cost averaging approach. If the investment you identify turns out to be a bad pick, you will only be investing steadily into a losing investment. So for the people out there who are buying FTT coin right now, you are just buying into a scam. You're buying into people who are going to pump that coin up. They're going to continue to buy it. And then when people start to FOMO, fear of missing out, into that coin, they are going to dump it on you. So I don't know why people are doing that, but hey, if that's you, YOLO. See if you can make some money, I guess. For instance, if you hear that XYZ company is making an acquisition to add to its earnings, you may want to increase your exposure to that company. However, the dollar cost average approach does not allow you to do that for a dynamic portfolio management. Now, that is true in some cases. For people like you and me who are small time, small fishes, I mean, we can go on our app and say, instead of buying $10 a month, I want to buy $50 a month and vice versa. The bottom line, if you are a less experienced investor and you want to follow a preset approach so you are not exposed to wild market swings, dollar cost averaging would be a good approach. On the other hand, if you're experienced, you may want to do something different, a different active strategy rather than dollar cost averaging. I'm making this video for people who are trying to get into investing or crypto in general. So me personally, I'm doing DCA. Whatever you choose to do, whatever floats your boat, floats your boat. I'm just glad that you're here learning and you're trying to, achieve financial freedom. So another thing I just wanted to show you guys before we get done here is the Daily Hodl has this cool little page I found for beginners. The best Bitcoin FAQ I thought was really interesting. They do break down a lot of like FUD about, is Bitcoin used by criminals? I mean, yeah, it's used by criminals, but so is cash. Or no one's losing their mind that someone kidnapped someone and demanded a ransom in cash, right? Same thing. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. Bad people are going to do bad things regardless of if it's legal or not. Is Bitcoin a coin? Well, maybe. I thought this was really cool, though, this part right here. What is a Bitcoin address? Bitcoin address is a digital string of numbers and letters that you need in order to send and receive Bitcoin. We all know, if you're into it already, you already know how to send Bitcoin. But the thing that really struck home with me is, do I need a bank to get a Bitcoin address? No. This is why banks are afraid of Bitcoin. You don't need a bank. You just need a Bitcoin address. So I think that's what a lot of people should probably think about when they hear people like Warren Buffett and Jamie Dimon, the guy who is the head of JP Morgan Chase, whatever it is. They have an incentive to keep you out of Bitcoin, right? They have an incentive to talk bad about crypto and Bitcoin because they are tied to the old financial institution. They have money into the system, right? They don't want you to better yourself. They don't want you to learn about fractionalized banking, the fractionalized banking system and how horrible it is. And a lot of people are waking up to that based on the fact that Bitcoin is spiking, the SVB issue, Credit Suisse, all the fear in the banking system right now. a lot of people are starting to wake up to that. So that being said, that's the end of the video. Like I said, I want to thank everyone. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I made a Twitter finally, Crypto Conversations with Joe. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Do me a favor, go outside, do something with your dogs or your animals, your significant other. Go touch some grass, get some sunlight. Take a break from the internet for the day. Hope you guys have a great one, and I will see you guys around.